Thank you, comrades, to my final words for this debate. I'm a 50-year-old Pākehā with no Māori ancestry whatsoever, and neither does my beloved daughter. But she is a Kiwi, and I believed she had a right via the treaty to access the taonga that is the Māori culture. And as such, she's been in a Māori immersion class since she was 5 years old. Each year, at the beginning of term, they have a class circle where each student gets asked what tribe they whakapapa to. When they get to my daughter, they always ask her, what tribe do you come from? And each time she says, none. There's always a moment of confusion and surprise. What's this white girl doing here? But she has a prepared speech. She says, my dad thought as a New Zealander it was important to access the Māori culture, so I've been learning te reo since I was 5. This is always met with wild excitement and cheers, and I have to tell you all, hand on heart, that when my flesh and blood sits at my dinner table and does a karakia in fluent te reo, I'm not even religious for Christ's sakes, when my daughter can speak the mother tongue of this country, it makes me feel a deeper connection to being a New Zealander than anything else. Last month, this will be news to you, David, last month my daughter participated in a kapa haka theatre production that saw 10 schools performed haka as theatre. It was a Wednesday night, 7 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at the Aotea Centre. It was packed to the rafters, with over 2,000 young Māori, Pacifica and Kiwis performing their hearts out. And I have to tell you now, it was 3.5 hours of the most glorious sedition, militancy and pure celebration I've ever witnessed. Every time the Māori sovereignty flag was raised on stage by one of the teams, the crowd roared their support. When the Polynesian Panthers appear on stage, the kids bring the house down. On the back screen, there was a video of the treaty being burnt and a stage full of students symbolically hanging themselves with white ribbons to symbolise the loss of their language. Then there was a moment that stunned me. During one of the performances, you, David, Winston and Luxon came up on the background. And when they did, all hell broke loose. The gasp of shock from the combined audience that these hated figures would suddenly appear in huge form in front of them was startling. And then the gasp of oxygen ignited and a fury and outrage that exploded from the lungs of over 2,000 as they roared in naked rage at the three of you. It was during the tsunami of righteous cacophony that I realised something. The next generation of Kiwis will not accept Māori being treated as second-class citizens in their own country. The future is younger and browner, and it doesn't matter what stunt you pull with the treaty referendum bill, David. You've already lost.
Tika tau.
Now here's Tom with the weather.